Huh? Hello, hello. We're just gonna be doing some drawing tonight, everybody. Just some nice quaint the drawing. Ah, hello, Poggy. What am I drawing? Wow. Was thinking of either drawing something from scratch or ink something I drew last night. I'd like to do the inking thing. We might do that in a minute. Right after I get a little bit warmed up, you know? Trying to get the motor function back online. Be like, oh, it's just a little face. Just a little face. There we go. Yeah. Hello, hello, Charles. Welcome, welcome. Ah, okay. That's fine. I'm going to go back to, well, let me change my brush settings real quick. Might as well do that while we're here. Okay. We'll work on this. We'll work on this for now. Here we go. Oh, yeah, Charles. Doing pretty alright. There we go. Hello, reverse. RX verse? Argue? I don't know. Don't know how that's supposed to be pronounced. But you know, that's okay. That is alright. Maybe one day we can get there. One day I'll learn how to pronounce names, and then you'll all be in trouble. Call you Ray? Okay. I can try to remember that. Not gonna make any promises, though. Hello, Kyra. Kyra? 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 Oh, that's a name. That's a username. New MrJosh stuff. Yeah, they can now do tiramisu as a quick effect. You know, something they wanted like 8 years ago, but didn't get, so. They can now play going first. They can join the rest of Yu-Gi-Oh! Now. The dessert tiramisu? Oh, okay. Yeah, does anyone like the card tiramisu? Like, you know, aside from Dolce players. Oh yeah, countdown for the ban list, everyone. It's gonna come out within the next 24 hours. Maybe Yu-Gi-Oh! Will be saved. It won't. It won't. But you know. Yeah, I did see that you pulled the one Shinryu. I mean, that's nice trade fodder if you don't want to like try to get to collect the other one, like a second and third one. That card do be a whole ass like $30, or at least last time I checked. It could have gone up or down since then. What am I drawing? Oh, this is just a fan piece for the game, Chinya. They'll ban every card that isn't for hire. Then that deck is unplayable. You won't have enough cards. And I'd rather play Yosenju. I think that's still my biggest issue at For Hire as a deck, is every time I've tried to play For Hire, my biggest like takeaway is like, man, I miss Yosenju. It seems like they wanted to make Yosenjus again, but worse. Silly in the best way possible? What does that mean? Yeah, da, da, da. This curve. Okay, there we go. That's fine. We can work with that one. A very animated fella. Okay. I made Otto. So he's such a small boy. Maybe that was a mistake, but I'm not going to change that. How do you draw on PC? You just kind of do it. I mean, that's like the secret to art, right? Is that there is no secret. You just have to learn it. And the learning process is going to be different for every person, so there's no catch-all for it. Which is frustrating to a lot of people. Kind of one of those things that's like, yeah, it's going to take years. You have to learn the muscle memory for it. You need to learn how, like, the thing works. Whatever you're, like, using, like, whatever equipment you're using for digital, you need to learn how all of that works. Both software and hardware. It's a lot. It took me a very long time to swap to digital. Because I was doing, like, mostly all traditional work back in college. Yeah, because I mentioned this yesterday to a buddy, where I'm like, I only started working in digital in earnest about 3 years ago. You know, it's just a learning process. Olive Garden or Whataburger? What? Those are very different things. But I don't have a Whataburger where I live, so I have no idea, like, what's like, if it's cheaper, I'd go there. Because I'm that person that, like, if I'm gonna order food, I'm gonna order cheap food. I'm, very much like that. But I rarely ever order food. I'm gonna make everything myself kind of guy. Oh, hello, Gigi. Oh, hello, Chewy. That's it, I'm subbing. Oh, well, thank you. Aggressively subbing. It do be that way sometimes. Here we go. What am I drawing, Shui? It's just a fan piece for the game Chinya. Fantastic Four Original Sin. Oh, the Original Sin storyline. Yeah, that one was kind of neat. I think it's one of the better Original Sin stories. Because that event was, like, kind of jank. A collab live one day? What is this? With who? Does my Wednesday streams not they caged the dragon, it was real sad, yeah. Wait, was it Dragon Man that got caged? I feel like Dragon Man's always the one getting, like, bullied relentlessly. Yeah, there's in Dan Slott's run, which was like 2017 to roughly like 2021. He ended up, there was a small storyline in which Dragon Man got sued and put on trial by Diablos. No, it was by the Wizard. That's what it was. It was by the Wizard. So the Fantastic Four had to bring in their lawyer to help with that. You know, because of course the Fantastic Four just has a lawyer. It's Jen. She-Hulk. For those who don't know. Proud member of the Fantastic Four, you know. She do be one of those members, though. Like, when Jen talks about being a member of the Fantastic Four, she always talks about it with such reverence. It's really cute. Like, she cherishes her time on that team more than she does the Avengers. She's just like, it's different. Nerd alert. Yeah, I'm sorry to tell you guys. I am I've been a lifelong superhero comic book reader, so. It is very unfortunate. I'm gonna make this circle work in this program. We have no shape building tools in this program, so it's a little bit of a struggle sometimes. Yeah, look, everyone has their own different schedules. No harm done. Susan trying to solo the Avengers was pretty neat. Oh, I love that scene. I mean, realistically, that's always been a thing in the Marvel universe, is like Susan is like usually touted as the strongest human. Which is why it's a shame how they usually adapt her. Cause it's like, wait, but she's supposed to be like... It's supposed to be cool that, like, she's not only, like, the strongest member of the four, but, like, is the strongest human. And she only has, like, some of the power cosmic, you know? She's not, like... extra super powered or anything. Because the way they usually divide it is like Gamora is like the deadliest woman in the galaxy, and then Susan Storm is like the strongest human. Where you get owned by someone called Susan, but everyone gets owned by Susan. I'll never forget when she defeated Thor by just putting a force field around Mjolnir and is like, well, what are you gonna do now, bitch? Also, hello, Rem Rem. On my lives? It's like fine. I'm just here, man. 10,000 IQ play, right? I mean, that's just how Susan fights, though. In that same battle, she just created a whole bunch of miniature force fields and cut Tony Stark out of his Iron Man suit. This is just like, yeah, gone. Good day, sir. She tried to solo the entirety of the X-Men in one storyline, and Charles Xavier was like, we gotta take her out real fast or else we're gonna have a problem on our hands. It's like, sure, we have an island of like 10,000 mutants, but like, fuck, that's Susan Storm. We ain't got nothing against her. Johnny is always on his, like, boy failure arc. Is she just fighting people to flex? No, so Susan's actually a pretty passive person. Oh, see you, Misty. It's usually, like, when her family gets threatened, she, like, cracks her neck and is like, you did what? Because during that X-Men storyline, Charles Xavier wanted to, like... His whole thing in that storyline was he was going to gaslight Susan's son into abandoning the Fantastic Four and joining the X-Men so that he can turn Franklin Richards, her son, into a child soldier. Basically turn him into a living weapon. Because Charles has no chill when it comes to children. He can't be trusted. The movies always try to make Charles Xavier, like, nice and that, like, elderly, nice old man figure. And then he's just in the comics being an absolute, like, unit. Just going like, I want that child as a weapon in the future. Let's get him and brainwash him. Gene, brainwash him now. Like... Shit's always so funny. Spotty got that Junpei giraffe neck. He's fine. Aliash is, yeah, he's got a long neck, okay? He do be that way. Abnormal, hello. Hello. Yeah, there was a while where, like, you just kind of looked at Xavier. I feel like Charles Xavier for the X-Men has not been, like, a respectable character in the comics in, like, 30 years. And yet they keep adapting him as, like, the nice guy. And I'm like, no, stop it. We must show the world the truth. That Xavier is a not good person. Then again, the X-Men in general have been pretty morally bankrupt, basically since the 90s. You ship my stuff with FedEx. Yeah, she's funny. I love Susan's characterization in it's in Jonathan Hickman's run on the Fantastic Four, so like the 2009 to 2012 era. She was pretty cool then. Though of course, like, Mark Waid's run, legendary, and how he like adapted the cast for the Fantastic Four. Oh, was it the I can't remember if it was Mark Waid's run or like one of the eras after that, like later in the 2000s, where like Susan pins a man to a wall, makes his chest invisible so she can see like his organs and arteries, and is just like, you know, if I put a force field right there, you'd die of a heart attack. The man faints, and Johnny's like, where'd you learn to, where'd you learn that anyway? And she's just like, I saw it on an episode of Grey's Anatomy. It's very funny. She is the Death Note. She kind of is. I mean, she can just kind of... Like, she could just kill a whole bunch of people without even looking, and not even be there. Like... But, you know, she's best mom in the universe, so she doesn't, you know? I always like the, it was during the Future Foundation era of the team, when Peter was, there, Peter Parker, when he was a member of the team. Like, Peter's interactions with Susan were always really cute. Since, like, Peter actually likes Susan as a friend. You know, you have that iconic moment where, like, Spider-Man, you know, Peter is, like, leaving the Fantastic Four's, like, their house. And he's just like, bye, Reed. Bye, Ben. Bye, Susan. Get bent, Johnny. And then leaves. It's okay, they're friends. Okay, guys, maybe if we were all nice enough, we could... we'll be given rights. Oh, man, Charles hasn't been that way since, like, the 70s in the comics. Charles is the person that's like, so we may or may not have developed the cure for cancer. Maybe. Let's sell it to the government. For rights. And for diplomatic immunity. And then we'll try to take over. He has that sibling energy with Johnny. It's really cute. Because they are, like, supposed to be, like, the best of friends, but boy, are they rude as shit to each other. It was extra funny when they were roommates. Because, oh boy. That era was real funny. Though that was during, like, Peter's I'm trying to be an actually responsible adult era, so that was not good for him. It was not good for him. Oh no, I own a company. Oh, is it that era yet? Wait a minute, what? No, it was when he was a school teacher, I think, or working for, like, an industrial firm. Peter's had a lot of jobs. Remember that time where he was a millionaire and owned a company? Yeah. Parker Industries. Anyone else remember that? That was a very short-lived era. And he didn't even make it. I think that's still the funny part to me. Is he inherited Parker Industry from Doc Ock. Because it was when Doc Ock was the superior Spider-Man, he founded Parker Industries, so it was kind of really funny when Peter got his body back and was just like, wait, I have how much money? I own a company? I have a girlfriend that's not Mary Jane? And it's like, yeah, your new girlfriend's arguably better. It's unfortunate that she'll be written out of the entire universe after this. She showed up last year, it's fine. She got a mention. Anne-Marie, I think was her name. Her and Peter talked for a bit, it was kind of cute. Where she's just like, yeah, I don't really care about maintaining a relationship with you. You weren't the man I loved. And just... He didn't even do his own tech. Oh yeah, no. Nah. Like the, if you're familiar with the modern MCU films, like those Spider-Bot things, in the comics, those were made by Doc Ock. Because he's like, Peter does an awful job of patrolling the city. What, he just swings around and looks for crime? Inefficient. I'll create security bots so that I can monitor the city. That was my favorite part of the Superior Spider-Man run, was Doc Ock just going, wait a minute. Peter's life is so inefficient. What do you mean he didn't finish his college degree? I'll go get it for him. So you had Doc Ock being Spider-Man, having a girlfriend, going full-time to college, and starting his own company all at the same time and succeeding at all of it. And you just have Peter's ghost going like, what the fuck? That's unfair. Oh, hello, Selkie. Yeah, we drawing. Just a little bit. Look, we love a girl failure that is Peter Parker. Like, if Peter's not a girl failure, then what are we doing? Or a femme failure? That's what I meant to say. Like, that's the best part about reading Spider-Man comics. Granted, you have to go pretty far back to have fun with it, you know? You have to go back to, like, like 2000, pre-2007 to still enjoy Spider-Man comics, which is a little annoying. He cannot be a girl boss. No. We have a different Spider-Man to be the girl boss, and he's currently dead / alive in hell as the Goblin King. We miss Ben Reilly. Wade Wilson, more of a boy failure? Oh, no. Oh. I mean, Wade's kind of just doing his own thing, though. Right? Like, granted, I haven't liked a Deadpool book in, like, 20 years, so it is what it is. Is that the clone? Yeah, Ben Reilly the clone, yeah. He should have been Spider-Man. It's so upsetting that Marvel executives back in the 90s were like, no, we can't replace Peter as Spider-Man, even though, like, it was all set up for Ben Reilly to take the mantle. And, like, everyone I ask that reads, like, that has read Spider-Man comics is like, yeah, that would have been great. That would have been the dream, is for, like, Ben Reilly to take over as Spider-Man. And now it's too late. Can't get that anymore. It's fine. Because I feel like the last 15 to 20 years of Deadpool, they're trying too hard to be funny. Like, now that the comic has the identity of it's the funny man's comic, I feel like that kind of ruined the character. Ruin might be the wrong word. He developed a different fan base, I guess. Because, like, my preferred Deadpool is, like, one that's still funny, but still very emotionally driven as a comic. You know, like when Gail Simone was the writer. Look, we love Gail Simone in this household. Like, she's one of the best writers at Marvel. Granted, I have not read her new X-Men comic, because she's the one writing Uncanny X-Men, and I have not picked that up yet, but I'm keen on doing so. It takes over a decade. What do you mean we're still there, baby? Like, Miles got so lucky that they just shoved Miles down our throat in terms of adaptation for a decade. He was in every single animated adaptation during the 2010s. He's getting his own movie trilogy, like... They actively have to remove Peter in the comics to push Miles. Yeah, that was a little unfortunate. Like, we just did a, like, New York Doomsday, like, event comic, and Peter wasn't in it, and it's like, what? Where's Peter? And instead Miles is like the Spider-Man rep for that storyline, and they're just like, oh, Miles, it's a good thing we can rely on you since we can't rely on Peter anymore. And it's like, what did this man do? He's done nothing. Like, why are you all talking about him like this? That, and they had to give, like... I don't like that they gave Miles a lightsaber. I don't know if they've introduced that in the movies or anything, but, like, he has a lightsaber now. I say now, he's had it for, like, a while now. I think it's been, like, over a year. Will they ever not call him Miles? No. He is stuck as... There's Peter... Like, there's Spider-Man, and then there's Miles Morales. It's fine. Look, we have, like, 3 different names for Spider-Gwen. Miles, at least, is a very concise Miles Morales. And no, it's not confusing that his name is Miles when one of Peter's major arch nemesises is also named Miles. It's not confusing. It's not. You'll just have someone go like, it's Miles. And then Miles will be like, what'd I do? And Peter will be like, not you, Miles. A different Miles. This was an actual thing that happened. Just every time Miles Warren shows up, it's just like, oh. One, it's like, do we need to bring up Miles Warren again? He's such a weird villain. Granted, he is one of the rare furry-looking Spider-Man villains. Like, he's the Jackal. If you've seen the Jackal's design, I'm like, wow, this old man do be just wearing a fursuit. That is what this old man is doing. I guess a lot of, like, Spider-Man's villains are, like, animal-themed, but it's, we were losing a bunch of them for a while. They ended up replacing a lot of them during the 2000s. When they were like, oh shit, we killed off all our villains. Gotta introduce new ones. Like, oh god, I don't remember her name. The Spider Goddess? Like, there was, like, a literal spider goddess. That was, like, a... one of Peter's villains for a while. And she was like, Peter... Maybe I sent that spider to you. Maybe. Madam Web. No. Madam Web is just a girl. No. There was like an actual like spider goddess woman. It was very weird. That's not an era of Spider-Man I read much of. Not that I read a lot of different eras of Spider-Man. He was never my favorite, right? So I was never like a Spider-Man obsessed kid. Maybe we'll ever know. It was basically like that. Because they didn't want to flat out retcon the whole like accidental spider bite and make it that a goddess bestowed that power to Peter. But they wanted that storyline, so they were just they had to be tongue-in-cheek about it the whole time. Because I feel like I on and off read Dan Slott's era of Spider-Man, and I read the majority of the Ditko era. No, excuse me, for research purposes, you know. Because that's the original Spider-Man era, is the Ditko one. That was a cool era. Like, even going back to that, I think it holds up pretty well. Like, sure, it was made in, like, the early 60s. So there are some rough things every now and again. But... And not just political things. I just mean, like, the, how... Like, the panel layouts are just very old. So, like, they don't read well today. It's the rough part about going back to some of the 60s era stuff. Especially if Jack Kirby wasn't the one on pencils, because that man knew how to do page layouts. I mean, they don't call him King Kirby for nothing, I guess. Because I feel like once you get into like the late 60s to 70s era for Jack Kirby's work, it feels like you're just reading modern comics, and then you move over to anything else and it still feels like the 70s. In terms of like construction and page layouts and such. Man was real ahead of his time. I just made him so thick in the neck. On your FVP? What the? Also, hello, Shadowcat. It's like, I don't know what that is. But I don't know how a lot of things work. Like, is for you page? Oh, it's not a V, it's a Y. Okay. Okay. Look, it is what it is, I guess. Look, I don't use social media. It's fine. Loving the dynamic layout. Yeah, I haven't done one of these, like, all cast, like, illustrations in a bit for a game. So I was like, oh, I'll do it for Chinya. I think that one's cute. I like the cast of this game. I like Tom, the protagonist cat doll. He's a dick. I love that your protagonist is just this like sassy ass bitch that just doesn't take shit from people. Huh. I kind of like that he sometimes whores himself out. That's kind of funny. Look, man needs money sometimes. That seems pretty good. I love when his client was like, "Ah, that was an amazing time. Did you have a good time as well?" And Tom's just like, it's just another night. It's all business for Tom. Okay, very much all business. That's what makes him fun. Even with the the weird knot controversy this game has, it's weird. I'm like, was this a controversy? Is this a thing? Eh? It was very odd. Kind of don't really get it. Like, Master told me about it like a night or two ago. And like last night when I was in a call with one of the writers for this game, like he got asked about it in that call, and I'm like, oh, that's a thing? Weird. Okay. Controversy? Yeah, George Squared, the Smoke Room writer, just like aired out some grievances he had with like writing for like these visual novels, and he used Chinya as like one of the examples, or I guess like the example. Because Chinya doesn't have any not safe for work artwork in it, and nor like erotic scenes, and like George was like using that, like talking about that, because like he cares about like having like the erotic fiction kind of stuff. So he was like, I think the term they used, like he was felt misled by Chinya. That's so that apparently like sparked a debate online or something. I stay out of that stuff. But I think the game's pretty cool. It's now one of the games that I look forward to most for like updates. We will bring that down a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, but it do just be that way, you know. Personally, I just think it's a conflict of interest, I guess, where it's the writers for this game didn't really want to have erotic scenes, but they're okay with having like fan work and stuff. That's you know, a little risque, and they'll joke about it on their stuff. Yeah, I'll go over here and trim that down. There we go. Man, I did give him a giraffe neck. That's fine. He's like the older brother. He can look mature in comparison to David being a little guy. Look, some people have long necks. Yeah, it's true. I've seen Andrew Garfield. Oh my god, I hope I never meet this man. I've made fun of him too much in my lifetime. I feel only a little bit bad. I didn't even watch his movies for Spider-Man. Garfield. Oh no, Neckfield. No. It's fine, okay? I have a bag of chips with me. I'm sorry, I'm gonna crunch. Hello, Cot. Look, it's fine. Sometimes I just want, like, a thingy thing. We're just going, okay? We're just here. Aw. I also need to do one of these, like, all-cast drawings for, like, Rain Check. Because I like that game a lot as well. I don't know how many people are keeping up with that series, whether or not you're playing it yourself or watching my playthrough. But I like that game. It's cute. We're a cute Tigor. We're a very cute Tigor. That and that cute boar showed up like an episode or two ago that I uploaded. Yeah. Monty. I like Monty. He's very cute. He's actively just a little guy. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah. Javier is truly a character. We love Javier in this household. I love that that man is the shortest one in the room, yet stands the tallest. He is definitely not a certified little guy. He's a gremlin. You can just go for the jugular at any time. Oh my god. The shit that he says is absolute gold. I love it. Oh, it won't be uploaded for a while, but one of the last parts that I recorded for the series, you get to go to Javier's apartment, and that's really cute. I love how they go, like, out of their way to describe how all of the furniture is short. Like, the countertops, the tables, the couch, like, they're all, like, pretty low-sitting. They're, like, sitting on, like, some stools by the kitchen, and Theo was just like, I don't know, this is like, this stool just isn't for me, not made for me, I think. I'm sorry that I gave Theodore the most bottom voice I can. I'm sorry that that's how I've chosen to voice that man. The voice is perfect? Oh no. I'm always just like, oh god, like, people are going to hear that and they're just gonna automatically associate that with the character. Even though that's all me projecting. This is like, oh no, he's just a little guy. Oh no, he's a himbo? Oh no. This is our point of view character. Just like Dandelion. Oh no. Only less chaotic. It's, oh dear. I don't think I'll ever look at Dandelion the same way again. I'm like, oh no, I don't want to be responsible for this. I pray every day I'm not responsible for like the design overhaul on on that man. You forever read his lines as me? No! It can't be this way. It can't be this way. No. You hear the coyotes outside your tent. What is this? Coyotes are about. Are they just cute little guys? Let's see here. That's fine. Look, we love a Persona 3 neck in this household, okay? Man, I can't believe I didn't get the one thing I asked for in Persona 3 Reload, and that was to make their necks longer. I feel like that was such a normal request to have, you know? And such an easy request to achieve, right? Like, we can make the necks longer. We can get there. We have the science. Oh, you live out in the middle of nowhere? Oh, whoops. That was not the line I should have put there. Basically, I see. There are the ashes. Almost done. Yeah, we're not finishing this stream. I'm too slow at inking, guys. It's fine. This is why I couldn't get a job in art, is I am too slow. Here we go. There he's got his little anime hair spikies that all furries have, you know? It's required by law. I'm not just saying that because I put it on everyone. Even if they don't even have it in their design. That was always something I was very thankful for with the designs and password. So I'm just like, oh, thank God they all have it. Like, I don't have to look weird by superimposing it onto a design. Without floof. Look, floof is important, okay? I should work on the hand. I always avoid the hand. Look, hands are hard, people. That's why these are not realistic looking hands at all. I have my weird block fingers that I always do. Chunk hands. You know, my certified like block hands. Patented. Oh dear. I don't even really remember when I started drawing hands this way. Nor how I started doing that. It's like, fine. The hands chose you? No. None of this predestined bullshit. There we go. That's fine. Here we go. He's just a guy. We'll do Otto next. 'Cause he's a bear. And we do love bears. editable. We'll just make him look a little bit downtrodden, right? That's what I think of when I think of Otto. He's a cute downtrodden bear. I love that scene in which he's like kind of stammering a little bit, being like, hey Tom, like would you be willing to like have dinner at my place sometime? You know, we could hang out for a while. And you know, he's doing that, right? And Tom just interrupts and just goes, it's like, yeah, we can invite your sister as well. You just have that internal narration of Tom going like, I can't be bothered with like with Otto trying to hit on me right now. Shot down, right? It's real funny. Look, Tom's all business. Like, he's like, I got mysteries to solve. He's like trying to be a small detective. Yeah, this a little bear. He's real cute. I think he's my favorite of the cast. At least in terms of like a prime boyfriend material, right? Like that's Otto. That's boyfriend goals, like. They were being allowed. Look, coyotes are just little guys. I don't entirely know what to do for a rain check drawing, though. Just because, like, there's only 3 main characters. I guess I could, draw them all under an umbrella together, like trying to squeeze under one. Huh. Stack them? They are very stackable. They're all like 1 foot apart, I think, if I remember correctly. Someone posted their heights in the comments of one of the videos, and it was like I think Ro was like 7-7. Like, what's his name? Theo was like 6-7, and then yeah, Theo's 6-7, and then Javier is 5-7. Ro cannot be 2 feet away from Javier. It's true, I don't believe it. He's 3, like they're 3 feet apart, right? Like Javier has to be like 4-7 for this to work, right? I'd be like, bitch, I tower over you. I did not want to live in a world in which I was like 1 or 2 inches taller than Javier. He reaches his crotch, let's be honest. I mean, I think the creator has a piece of art of them fucking. So, you know, you can use that for height comparison. It's very good. I think so, anyway. But then again, I'm that guy that likes the one erotic scene that I've come across in the game so far, so. It was skipped on YouTube. It's fine. There we go. My chipper! No! Right, Selkie, you call, like what we call chips in America, you call crisps, right? Is that it? What's the difference in the naming conventions? Like fries are chips and then chips are crisps? Yeah, yes? Okay. Right on? Okay. What? Isn't that some boomer talk? Like saying like, oh, right on, right on. Like... I remember like one, like there is a, I'm allowed to be a bit boomer. A bit of boomer talk. I get it. I get it. Thumbs up people a lot in real life. Yeah, it just like thumbs up. It's effective, right? Memory is a bit funky. Isn't everyone's, like... Look, memory is hard. Oh. Sometimes I'm like, oh, should I do some of those like memory training exercises? And then I'm like, I can't be bothered. Trying to improve myself? Never. They throw trash in the bin? Oh. Oh. They do call it that over there, don't they? Damn. Also, hello again. It's rubbish. Rubbish. Trash. Garbage. It's fine. It's fine. Hello, Sirish. And I like was going to give him a different expression, and then I just kind of like drew one line, and I was like, perfect. Got it in one. I think I was gonna go for something a bit like mouth agape or something. And I hadn't drawn the eyes yet. So just kind of like, it drew that little mouth, and I was like, I got there. I understand what I'm doing now. Inspiration at 3 a.m. I mean, you just gotta, like, do things. Could have gone for a, huh? I can't do that to Otto. He's a good boy, okay? He's a certified good boy. He's like the most endearing character in this game. Yes, he's also probably the most boring. I say affectionately, just because he has the least going on. At least currently. At least currently. I look forward to seeing what they do with him later. Like, obviously, I like David a lot. The little hyena. You do the same, huh? Okay, but Selkie, do you, when you accidentally, like, bump into a woman, do you ever go, a woman? I also need to know, Selkie, have you ever slipped up and said, fuck? Are you strong enough to not do it? No, but I have thought a woman who would never is just I have not yet. I love the yet. Yes. The time will come eventually. I love hearing Messer say it. It's real funny. But the struggle is... It's a struggle, but I first... Oh no. I sometimes hear Messer say Faku, and I'm always like, yes. I got there. I got there. Oh yeah, it was real cute. Messer took me on his beach vacation yesterday. He streamed his entire beach vacation on the Discord. I was the only one there, so I got to go to a Polish beach. There we go. We reconnect. Reconnect Kingdom Hearts. Okay. Yeah. He just went to the beach for a couple hours. So he just like stayed on call the entire time. He showed me a Polish waffle. I did not know waffles could be served that way. That was a very weird experience. I was just like, why is it like that? That bitch, he should have announced it. Would have taken the day off. He was only there for like 2 hours. He got bored real quick. He took like a half-hour bus ride there and was like, oh, there's not really much to do here. I'll just walk around for a couple hours until the bus comes back. Was he shirtless? No, he did have a shirt on, but he was wearing shorts and was wearing a baseball cap. I did not take a screenshot of him in a baseball cap. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry to disappoint. But yeah, they served the waffle as if it was like a finger food dish. And I asked him about that. Apparently waffles are just finger food over there. They like gave it to him on a napkin. And there you go. It had like jam, it had strawberry jam and whipped cream on top of it. And it's like, it almost seems like they served it like how I'm used to like croissants being handed out as kind of like finger food. Not croissants, sorry. Crepes, not croissants. Crepes. Crepes in my head. It's fine. I've had waffles on a napkin before. Is that just a Europe thing? It's a very like fork and knife kind of thing here. Granted, I would love to just go to like a small kiosk and order a waffle and just eat the waffle. You had that once in Pennsylvania. You think? What do you mean you think? Eh? So it's possible it didn't happen at all. A fabricated memory. Mammary. Yes. There we go. Frito pie? What? A piece of wax paper, not even a bowl? Weird, but okay. Very odd. Very odd indeed. Yeah, there we go. That restaurant got shut down. Oh, for like health reasons, for not making profit. I'm assuming for not making profit. I feel like if you put food like that in front of someone, they're gonna be like, what the fuck? Like in that intonation, you know? They charge $7 for it? What? I could get so much cake for $7. Wait, how much is a box of cake? Like a boxed powder cake? Like the cake mix. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. How much is that? Can I get like a whole ass cake for that? I can wait an hour. Just mix it, pour it into a thingy, bake that shit. Do I want to bake some sweets? Sometimes I think about that, where I'm just like, do I just want like baked sweets? Well, we'll put a pin in that. Be a baker, Josh? No. Look, I don't have like a webcam set up or anything. I cannot do a baking stream, even though I know you all would love it, right? That's what everyone's clamoring for. Kitchen time with Josh. Baking stream. Look, I'm pretty sure people would have a heart attack with the way that I cook, because I am very much I'm feeling these flavors today. Slap pot on stove, pour thing. Grab herb and spices, toss them in. We ain't measuring. Pour, like, stuff into the bowl. Like, we ain't measuring. Like... And I'm somewhat that way with baking on occasion. When I used to bake, where I'd just be like, what if I just want a little bit more sugar today? Like, we still deserve a cooking stream. Do I need to... What is it? Start a Kickstarter to buy the equipment for that then? Is that what needs to be done? What would you rather what would you rather fund? Me getting like a cooking stream set up? A Disney vacation vlog, or a Poland vacation vlog. That way I can mess with Massey. Can't you put a goal on the patron? I don't have enough patrons for that. And wouldn't it be far funnier to do a Kickstarter or a GoFundMe? I think it would. Disney vlog. Look, I would love to do a Disney vlog. I want to hear you complain constantly in the park. Now wait a minute. What makes you think I would be complaining while I would be complaining about the management? Yeah, this is true. Yeah, it's fine. it's fine. It's eating up your life savings. Aw, damn. Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. What are we doing? Aw. Let's see here. Granted, if I went to like Disney's Epcot, I would probably be complaining a lot while I'm there. If I did a Disney vlog and went to Epcot, and be like, this used to be the coolest park in Disney. Unfortunate. Look how they got rid of all of the shade that used to be at the side of the park. Now it's a flat concrete square with no shade and barely any like benches. It's basically a hot plate at this point, because no one likes walking in that side of the park anymore. I haven't been since they added that, so, but like that's all I hear online is people complain about, like, oh, they ruined Epcot with that. Granted, every addition they've made to Epcot for the past 25 years has been a negative for that park, so it is what it is. Because that large concrete slab is like right next to the Imagination Pavilion, and they already had problems trying to get people to go to the Imagination Pavilion because the ride there sucks and is ill-maintained. So like it breaks down often, and half the effects on the ride don't even work anymore, and they refuse to update it or fix the ride because it gets low traffic, and it's just this weird cycle of no one wants to go onto the ride because it sucks, and Disney doesn't want to pay to maintain it because no one's going on it because it sucks. It's very weird. Naturally, I went on it every time. Yeah, because I'm a bad person. This is what we need out of the Disney vlog. Don't you already have Jenny Nicholson for this? Like, granted, she doesn't do theme park vlogs like that anymore. Tragic. That was when I was, like, continuously watching her content. That was, like, 7 years ago now. We need a professional complainer. Is that what I am? Am I a professional complainer? What? Aren't I like a mostly positive person on recording? We'll say on recording. I like to think I'm positive towards these. I like these games. I've only complained about a few. That and, you know, MrJosh. But everyone complains about MrJosh. It's fine. Look, it's George's fault for making it clear that he's his favorite. I probably wouldn't complain about him as much if that wasn't a thing. No one could possibly like MrJosh. Yes. Also, man, like farming for like Ian, farming for the overdrive modes is so annoying. I do have steal and use now on Titus though. We're getting there. We're getting stuff early before I'm supposed to. But I do finally have Slayer on Titus for the overdrive mode. It is kind of weird to me that like the characters are like on track. I feel like what is it? What each character is different. Lulu is Rob. It's just Lulu. We don't need to use her. It's fine. Anytime I come up against like when farming, when I have to fight against the what's it called? The elemental enemies, I'm just using Valfor. Lulu can just sit on the side. We don't care about her. Lulu deserves better. I don't think she does. But yeah, it feels like I'm going to just turn Waka, Kimari, and Orin into the same character. Because I'm putting like all of them on the same tree, where I'm just like, damn, this is fine. Why does magic suck in this game? I'd rather just have like the breaks and the busters and call it a day. A better outfit, a better husband. Now wait a minute, Selkie. Do you not stan Lulu's dress? I feel like there could be something there if Grizz and I did an attempts to critique stream, for Final Fantasy character designs. Maybe that would be fun. I'll have to bring that up to him at some point. Cause like 10 and 12 gives us so much to talk about. It gives us so much to talk about. Look at those outfits. They're terrible. They're like actually terrible. I made Marcus so frumpy. On the pink trousers, oh my god, they're eye-catching in the worst of ways. I don't think that's a good point. Like I know people complain about Cloud's design, or at least they did back in the day. I don't know how much people like make fun of his Buster sword and spiky hair today, but like that was a thing before. 15, everyone is just wearing normal black. We could talk about the designs of 15 for a very long time, because that game actually uses real fashion design, and so there's actually things to talk about there. But we'd be talking about fashion design and not character design. Because, like, Nomura outsourced the clothing design for 15 to an actual fashion agency. Yeah, that was a thing. And for a short period of time, you could buy some of those outfits. They were very expensive. I love Prompto's vest being in the quadruple digits. Maybe his vest was only in the triple digits, I don't remember. And he did that to them? Look, Selkie, it was trendy at the time. It was trendy. I think, anyway. I'm assuming. I do be doing the assuming. We do love doing that here. Oh. Man, that was such a weird game. Like Final Fantasy 15. I love how you can squint and you can see a vision for that game that they clearly wanted to make, and that we didn't get. And you just have to continue squinting and just going like, huh? Into the most heterosexual vibe. Do you not like Luna the Freya? Was Luna the Freya not your favorite character? What about her brother, that character that I can't remember the name of? He was there. Do you love how the guy that awakened Arden just disappears? Like in the Arden DLC, that guy that was just like, "Ah, I've released you from your slumber." He's just gone. Like Arden talks to him once during gameplay and then just like gone. Alright, see you, Cherokee. Do we want to connect this line? Let's connect this line. That's fine. At some point, though, I'll probably have to play Final Fantasy IX on my own. Because Grizz was like, I don't want to sit through that. Because he hates 9. I don't blame him. What a slog. I can't wait to have to pull out the spreadsheet to try to play 9 optimally so we're not sitting there forever. It's like, okay, where do we get this item? What minigame do we have to play to get this? What NPC do we have to talk to when to unlock X minigame to get this weapon? Like, that's what playing 9 feels like. And then also, like, how many dragons have we fought? I forget how many times you need to use steel to get the Zidane to start hitting max damage. Because he gets a skill that scales with how many times you've used the steel command throughout the game. Which is like, why? Why is it like this? Oh, Ninezio. We're trucking along. Actually, maybe I should go back and finish Final Fantasy 1 at some point. I did just kind of stream that once and didn't do it again, did I? I kind of just assumed people weren't gonna be interested in that. Just because it's Final Fantasy 1. Like, I like that game. I think it's neat, but know that a lot of people would probably find that game pretty boring. Because just nothing happens in it. Until everything happens, but that's, you know... those last, like, 2 scenes in that game trying to explain the plot, it's kind of funny. It's like, okay, we have 20 lines of dialogue we have memory for, like, to fit in the game. Explain your plot. Time paradoxes. Okay. Like, sure. I demand the Evil Tree one. I do want to play that. And Grizz says he was down for doing that after we finish 10. Origins? No, I didn't finish Origins. Which one is Evil Tree? That one's 5. The villain's a whole ass tree. It's just a sentient tree. I love that for them. And I still kind of hold that one as like the most fun to play. Exodus death, yeah. Is it weird that for the Pixel remaster, they fixed all of the name typos in that game except for X-Death? Like, we no longer have Rena. It is now Lena. Which is correct. Like, her name is supposed to be Lena. But we didn't fix Exodus? It's just set in stone now? I guess. It feels weird to me that they would do that. Like, it's like, okay, we'll fix all the other typo names, except for this one. They did the same shit in, 6, actually. Because what, her name is still Tara, right? When, like, her name is Tina? Just, feels real weird. To be fair, no one remembers Lena. She's, like, one of the coolest, like, main females in the franchise. She's so aggro for, like, no reason. For being, like, the... I assume Tara was correct? No, her name's Tina. Like, Tara was the localization that they were like, Tina sounds too girly, let's call her Tara. And let's face it, that was the reason. But, like, her name in Japanese is Tina. And yes, I know the argument that people make is Tara sounds cooler. I don't think that's an argument to be made there, though. Because it's not an argument on what sounds cooler, it's what their name is. She'll be left to rot? Damn. Because I've always thought that Lena was, like, one of the coolest of the main heroines in Final Fantasy. Because she's supposed to be, like, the princessy girl. Yet she's, like, doing stuff. Like, she's not an action hero. But she is, like... What running through this field of poison flowers can save somebody? I'ma do it. It just without question. Or, oh, cutting out the tongue of my pet Drake could yield a cure for my dying mom. Grabs knife on the table, runs to her dragon. Like... She's kind of one of the most, like, determined of, like, the main heroines. So even though she's not, like, physically strong or abled, you always see her, like, doing more and trying her hardest to do things, and she's a very endearing character because of that. You can kind of say that about the entire cast of 5, though. Like, that cast pulls their weight. Even the weird 12-year-old in your party, who, like, everyone kind of just likes. Because of, like, her strength of character writing. Because when you go, like, oh, you're gonna get, like, a 12-year-old in your party, like, halfway into the game? What? And instead you're like, oh, wait, no, Krile is so cool. Like, she joins the party and you care, like, a lot. That, and there's no romances in the cast. That was something I actually really appreciated in 5, is like none of the party members are love interests. None of your party members really have love interests. You just kind of... The cast is just friends. Ferris is also pretty cool. Yeah, I think I do feel bad for Ferris because I think she's the weakest like character in terms of characterization in that game. But she's not even like bad. She's still like, I would still consider her like one of the better realized characters in the franchise. I just think 5 is stacked. Bartz is like my second favorite protagonist in the franchise, and I'd argue he's probably my I'd argue he's like one of the better written protagonists. Despite being a self-insert protagonist, because like, you know, he doesn't talk really. Oh, he does, but like you're meant to view him as like a self-insert type character. But then they actually managed to play it both ways, because they're like, if you want to know Bartz's character, his characterization, motivation, why he's the way he is, like as a character, all of that is in the game. It's just optional content. So it's like you can play it either as him being a fully fleshed out character or a self-insert, and they somehow made them both valid. Like I'm still impressed by that to this day. Because they kind of let the player choose that. Oh. So when I play that game, I'll have to remember, as soon as I get the airship, to go back to Bartz's hometown so we get those cutscenes. I think Bartz is pretty cool. That, and it's the comedy Final Fantasy game, so it's fun. Until it isn't, but you know, that's when the story gets like real in gear. Here we go. I'm not easy, you're easy. Yeah. I mean, I do say that a lot, don't I? I mean, but the tiger is cute. He's just a little guy. He's like kind of quaint and mild-mannered. A very nice contrast to Tom being a bitch. But we love that for Tom, though. It's like, yes, let this protagonist be a bad person. I say lovingly. There we go. Determined Marcus. Marcus is pretty cool. I decided not to put Carol on this, despite the fact that I do really like Carol, and I shouldn't. Tom's dad. Like, boy, I shouldn't like him. Nope. Damn. Because he is a not great dad. But, you know, I have the worst taste. So, it's fine. He's cute, okay? Average furry behavior. Now you stop that. Yeah, go. Okay. I don't know. Are people's taste as bad as mine? I feel like I always go for the Is problematic the term to use there? The dad's kind of sad and pathetic in a cute way. Right! Right! Like, that's it. I think it was the scene in which Carol was trying to make dinner for Tom. I think that's the one that that sold me. Where I'm like, oh no, kind of like the dad. Look at him trying and being pathetic. It's only a little bit of a problem, okay? Look how many people like Brian Echo here. That's just correct, though. Like, that's just correct. Everyone should love Brian Echo. Have you seen him? Have you seen how big that man is? We love when a man is that big. Oh. Depressed bear. What is... No? Oh my god. He's just a cuddly bear. It's fine. But Brian's a bit too much. Josh has it in his mind 24/7. Now you stop that. Now you don't lie. Now come on. It is not that bad. Here we go. We gotta make his nose look decent, so that it's nice and boopable. Me when I lie. Oh my god. Alright, see you, 9-0. Here we go. He's starting to look like a bear, it's fine. Why do bears have to be thicker dogs? Like, why nature gotta be this way? You look at them and they just look so big and floofy. And then they're like, okay, but they'll kill you. I'm like, but look at their ears. Look at their cute little, round little ears. Isn't, like... Isn't the rule of thumb supposed to be like the rounder-eared animals are not as big killers as opposed to the pointy-eared lads? Am I mistaken? Because the rounded ears look cuter, so like that means they're cuddlier, right? Right? That's how this is supposed to work. I don't know how this is supposed to work. I'm not an animal expert. Tigers too, it's true. You don't even have ears? That's, look. Look. It's why I think ears are cute. He's little stubbies. Yeah. And I can wiggle him about, like, that's adorable. It is very cute. Wait, is Carol a guy? Yeah. I say Carl in the playthrough, but I was told that it's pronounced Carol. Apparently that's normal over there in that part of Europe. Yeah, their names are non-America, yeah. Well, yeah, because the characters are things like, Aliash, Otto, Marcus, David with a W, and Tom. It looks like it should be pronounced Thomas, but I heard what the pronunciation was, and it's not actually Thomas. It's pronounced differently. I've been saying Thomas in the playthrough though. And Raymond is using a like anglicized name, but he has like a more Malaysian name. Can I call him Booker DeWitt? Booker Catch! Sonic Speed Throw. Oh, I need to finish editing that one day. I kind of stopped editing that, didn't I? I got like halfway through editing both Bioshock 2 and Bioshock Infinite, and then kind of stopped. Look, that work is very tedious and long, okay? It's just like I like how they turn out afterwards, like the videos, but they are tedious to make. I'm like, there's no good way of going about doing this. Other than just like rewatching the whole thing again and then cycling through clips. And it's like I got a bunch of other things I gotta do during the day, guys. Granted, I guess like drawing fan art, I could axe off my my schedule, but I also like doing these. Not the boar word. What? Hello, Fight Star. Well, man, I do kind of love the comment Venny left on the last Chinya video. I think he was just like, "Oh, boomer on boomer action" or something, something on those lines. Because the CG cliffhanger that build ends on is pretty funny. Had to figure out a sentence to use it in. Oh my god. Selkie, what's the new modern, like, what's it, like, Zoomer talk? Is Skibbity still in? Or are people still saying, like, stick your gat out for the Rizzler or whatever? Is that still a thing? What are the new modernisms? What are these words? I hate them. Ah, Cirrus, I guess you're just old. Gotta get into that skibbity toilet, you know. To hang out at Ellie and Mason's house. Oh my god. What, the Sigma? Wait, is that a thing? No, Cot. No, that's not a thing, right? Look, it's been a while since I feel like I was allowed to refer to someone as, like, a beta cuck. So, what, the Sigma? Like... Like, okay. Like, sure, okay. There we go, the bear is done. He's just so... You can just slap his face around. Because it's fluffy. I like your art. Oh, thank you. Look, it has to be in there. We gotta put the little chest floof in there. It's the law. Huh. Do I do tutorials? No, I don't do that. Sorry. I kind of weirdly don't believe in art tutorials. I know that's probably a weird thing to say. Because I'm like, it feels like it's a field you can't really make tutorials for, because it's such a how you feel about making it. So I'd feel weird about, like, I feel like the only tutorial I could possibly do is, like, how to use programs, and that's about it. But, like, you also have so many other YouTubers for that. Like, you don't need me for that. And even then, I don't use half the functionalities in these programs. I just want it to draw the pixels. That's it. Oh. Because Eliash has these weird, like, right on his chin, he has, like, these lines that I assume are meant to be, like, facial hair, like a little goatee. I've never really seen that before. And how to draw furries on paper. I mean, you'd be looking for, like, design rules more than anything else. Yeah, you wouldn't really be looking for tutorials on how to draw. You'd be probably be better off just learning, like, design. Because those are separate skill sets. Not the boar room. Is it worm or womb? Worm? Is it Boda worms? Or boar worms? What is this? Selkie, explain it to me. Shelky. Explain. Explain to me. You gotta do it. Good morning, Ben. We're just doing the inking, Ben. Here we go. Gotta get make it actually look like a baseball cap, right? Oh. It looks so adorable. Yeah! They're real cute. Says you. Oh my god, Ian. Terrible. There we go. Oh yeah, she's looking a little bit better. Need to fill out his spots a little bit. Here we go. Yeah. Well, we'll do some Raymond. Here we go. Here we go. We gotta get the tiger stripes to look good, right? Or at least somewhat in perspective. Doing great with the stripes. Oh, they're just like a little bit hard to figure out sometimes. Oh, just one of those extra things you gotta keep track of. How the tiger? Like how what the tiger? we go. Let's see here. Just have fun and be yourself. Oh my god. I see, I see. Huh? Okay. Yeah, just some little fangies. Okay. There we go. A very shocked and shook Tigor. Let's see here. Tom's mischief? What kind of mischief we talking here? Now that's the face? It kind of is. Gotta get those Tigor stripes. Okay. Yeah. The boar worms? What is that from? Why do you keep saying this? Selkie, explain. I don't understand thing. What is this? I'm just a little guy. I don't know what it is. We'll post the video after the stream. Okay. Yeah, send it to me. It's nothing scary, right? For some reason I hear that and I'm like, that sounds like a horror movie title. You know, because I can't handle scary things, right? I'm not messing. What? Okay. Is it like a TikTok? Is it one of those thingies? It's a gay thing? Oh my god, I don't understand gay culture. Look, it's fine. I'm just here. We gotta get a proud chest in there, right? He's a Tigor. He's big and strong. It's the way it needs to be. Huh? Be embraced. Very good, Ben. He's a good lad. And he knows how to cook. Very good. I am very mediocre at cooking. I'm not sure if I can call what I do cooking. It's more like just throwing things onto a pan or in a pot. Call it a day. Who's the beefiest boy in Shinya? Is it, like it's Otto, right? Is he Big Bear? I look at his sprite and just go like, oh, he's big. Was not beefiest? Oh, well. Shows where my mind was at. Freudian slip. It's, you know. This is where we're at. The bestest boy? Aww. Man. How do I even answer that? I like Otto a lot. I think Otto is the cutest. I think that's how I would describe it. I think David's the funniest. But I am entertained the most by Tom. I want Tom to just walk into scenes, insult someone, and then leave. It only feels like that half the time. It's okay. I definitely consider, like, Otto the best boyfriend material. It's like if I could date one of these boys, it would be Otto. I'd want to be best friends with David, though. Hope you'll get your wish someday. I mean, who doesn't want a man like Otto? He's friendly and will take care of you. It's fine. I do just kind of like everyone, though. I guess for right now, I'm the most lukewarm on Aliash, but he's only been in a couple scenes, so like, we'll get to know him later, I'm sure. In my head, I'm just like the hat one. He needs time to shine. Exactly. In my head, I just kind of go, oh, the hat hyena. Look, the hat life is a statement, I think. Maybe. I don't know. I don't wear hats, so... Usually when I meet someone who's like a defining fashion choice they make is to wear hats, I'm always like, oh, a hat! Points. Look, my hair is too thick for hats. So I've never really liked wearing hats. Yeah, person, right? Your hair care routine? Ooh, it's not good. Like, anytime I go to anytime I meet like someone that's, is it a cosmologist? Is that what they're called? The hair cuttery people? Yeah. Or someone that's like trained in that, they always ask me like, oh, Josh, your hair looks nice. What do you do? And I'm like, nothing. I don't do anything special or anything. And usually I just get discounted shampoo. So like the really not good stuff, but like it works. And that usually horrifies like those people. They go like, no, Josh, you can't do that. You need to use better product for your hair. And I'm just like, I don't know, man. I'm just here. I'm just doing things. God, I cannot see you use conditioner. I don't know what conditioner is, Selkie. Everyone people be like, oh, I gotta use like good conditioner, and I'm like, what the fuck's conditioner? Some random strawberry flavored shampoo. It's not that bad, though. I usually just get like whatever default thing, so like not scented or anything. Just win the lottery and get male pattern baldness. Why worry? Yeah, Mester was saying that to me, because like when he was streaming the beach adventure, I was like, oh, you're wearing a hat, and I asked why he wears a hat, and he's like, male pattern baldness. I was chatting to a guy at a card shop not too long ago. Now it was probably too long. It was like 2 months ago. And he mentioned his age, and it was like he was like 23. And I was like, this was probably really rude of me. I don't apologize, because I was just like, but you're 23? And he was like, oh, is that surprising? And I'm like, you're balding. Like, it looked very horseshoe shaped. Like, just is how I would describe it. And he was like, oh yeah, I started balding in high school. It was noticeable at 24, 25 for me. Look, Sulky. I don't have a filter. It's bad. I just say things that come to mind. It's a problem. Oh, he sped ran that? Yeah. I mean, my sister was going gray, like, in high school. So it, you know, it is what it is. I'm not there yet. I'm doing pretty good. You'd love to go gray, though? What? Silky, you want to be a gray muzzle? Is that what it is? Is that what we're gonna have to do? Gonna celebrate you being a gray muzzle. I also love that terminology. It's so funny to me. But also, like, I want to be it. I love that we have a furry term for boomer. Oh my god. I explained that to a straight friend recently, and they thought that was just the most bewildering concept. Then again, they think anything, even somewhat furry related in terminology and whatever, is just the weirdest stuff. Great muzzle sounds like a warrior cats thing. Please though, serious. Confirm. Are you still here? I need to know. It is fine. Is Cirrus our only warrior cats guy? I remember, like, what was it? 2 years ago, maybe? Like a year and a half ago, maybe? I just remember chatting with Cirrus and just going like, you seem like the kind of guy that likes warrior cats. Or that would like warrior cats. And the rather defeated like, but I read warrior cats, is that bad? Not scalping him unwarranted. What is that? It's not my fault that Cirrus is an open book. It's not my fault. Oh. Okay. Oh. We'll do that. Yeah. Yeah. How's this looking? They're getting there. We have to get the rest of Marcus's body done eventually. Oh. But alright, everyone. I think I'm gonna go get some food. I need to make sure I actually eat today. We're not gonna talk about yesterday. Okay? Okay? It's fine. I ate before I went to bed. It's fine. It's... no. Expose yourself. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I hope you've all enjoyed. I'll finish this sometime later. We'll get around to it. But yeah, again, I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you guys around.